gets into in a couple of months. Really,
Yeah.
it's great. Yeah.
And you're getting more confident about trailering.
Yeah. Yeah. Got confidence.
Yeah, there's some hundred paces. Trying to get, it's me, I have to get myself there.
Okay.
But there's a lot of people I know who want to go.
Okay.
So I'm looking, I know there's 2 in Norway.
Okay. Okay.
So I definitely think
I've been there.
yeah,
I think I've been there for cattle sitting. Yeah.
one before.
Yeah. I think I've been there.
I've
You
never
ever?
been there, but they're advertising 2.
Okay.
But I'm like, oh, it's not that far.
Yeah. I'll go.
Anyway, because I have a couple people that want to go.
Okay. We've only done one, and we had a great time.
Good. Yeah. Because I would do Hilltopper.
Okay.
You know, I would do basically the trail ride part.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't want to compete.
Not at all. I just want to get out. And we've been working on.
Okay.
It's gotten a little better, but still not great.
Okay. Well, I got tons of cones. We can. I saw you were trying to back her up into this. Is she having fun doing that? Do you think it was out of confusion of what you were asking for, or she just said, "No, I don't want to do it"?
I think I was trying to rush her.
Okay.
So I was
Yeah, yeah, that was definitely the right approach. So she's a horse that likes to stand still, right? For the most part, like if she could just stand there all day, she'd rather do that than. Okay. Okay. So I wasn't looking for that to be what I was. I was looking to see what the best reward will be for her to let her know that she did what we wanted. Yes. Because what I like to do is I like to give a horse a rest place, a place to look forward to, so that they know that they did a good job, and it's almost like based. So we're going to create a base over here, and what she's going to do is you're going to bring her and ask her to do a hind yield. Like you're going to bring her, let's say, to her front feet here, hind yield her, and have her face that way. And that's going to be the final, I put you here, but now you can rest. So we're going to start off there. I don't know what all this stuff is. So go ahead and hind yield her. Okay, so let's see if we can get a better understanding for her what the hind yield is and what your rein needs to do to tell her that. So your rein, that rein does nothing basically, but you hold it up obviously just to hold it. But what you're going to do is you're going to take this rein and you're going to bring it to your belly button. And you're going to ask her nose to come around. And as her nose comes around to your toe, you're going to then apply your leg to suggest that her hip move over from that. So go ahead and ask her to do that. Perfect. Good. Good. And we're going to try to make everything that we do with her that we don't think she understands, we're going to make sure it's one step at a time. So we're not going to bite off more than she... Because otherwise what we do, when we try to do more than what they should be doing when they're just learning it, is that they try to find something else. You know, if they got the right answer the first time, we want them to know that was it. Okay, so that's your hind yield. So go ahead and do a circle around that barrel and come back and put her in a hind yield at that spot there. You're going to ride past it. Hoe. Good. Ask her to bring her nose to your toe and then apply your leg after. Excellent. So that's your hind heel. Good girl. And then that's her rest spot. So what we're going to do then is maybe what we'll do is we'll practice our turns in and out of the serpentine. Go all the way down, come all the way back. After you get to this one, you're going to circle out of it, and then you're going to back her only into this first section. Okay? And then we're going to, from there, you can ask her to go out, and then you're going to go rest. Okay? And then next time we're going to go in, we're going to back her into that one. And then we're going to eventually back her through the whole thing. So make your serpentine. So try to make it all about your turning her yourself, or your body's turning her. And if you want to start adding leg, you can use the outside leg, unless you plan on riding her bareback a lot. Try to ride her bareback a lot. Then I would suggest using your inside leg, because it's going to make it a little bit harder for just the mechanics of it. But people who do a lot of bareback riding steer with the leg that's going to hold them on the horse, not the opposite leg. Because if you make her go this way and you use that leg, and then she turns, you can fall off because you're using that leg as your turning leg. So this time you'll go around this and come and then head for the gate, stop, and then ask her to. Okay, I wasn't clear. And then head for the wood thing that's sitting up against there. Stop her. High yield her towards the obstacle. Oh. I yield her this way. Okay, yep, that's okay. Good, good. And then what we'll do actually. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So go ahead and I'll hind yield her this way. Yep. Yep, good, who? And then ask her to back up. And then if you need her to steer, that's how, yep. Good, back. Good. Ask her to come a little bit my way, or she's going to hit the post. Yep. That's okay. Good girl. Good. 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 And what was cool about that is that I could tell when you took the cue off. Because she got hung up in the step. She was like, oh, I was taking too big of a step. And she shortened it. So I could tell when you told her, no, that's enough. Okay. Now ask her to back. One stinking fly. Okay, she's going back into the thing. It's okay. Okay. Why she's doing that is because she's convinced you don't know it's back there. So she's trying to avoid the whole obstacle. So she's not really being bad. She's actually trying to save both of you. So now it's your job to convince her that you do mean it, without being the boss, but being a good leader. Just have her believe you. Good. So what I would do is I'd ask for a step and then a stop. You can see she just pulled out. And that's okay. She's doing it, seriously, she's doing it to preserve you guys. Good girl. So now, while you're there, ask for a step this way. Good. And then she's still going to need to turn her hindquarters a little bit more this way, but she may over-exaggerate because she's like, oh, you don't see it again? Nope. Nope. Good. Good. Now let her rest for a second. Because she's aware that she's in there now. So now she just needs you to make her believe that you wanted it that way. Now, gently ask for one step at a time. So what stuff like this does is it teaches them to believe in us. So like when you're out on the trail and you're like, I know it's scary, but trust me, I've already checked it out. It's good, right? This helps her believe you in things like that. The only thing she's really doing is she's just saying, you must not know that's back there. You must, so she's trying to avoid it each direction. She's convinced you don't know it's there. Good? Good girl. So now it's just with the intention of doing one step. So just focus on one step. Good? Good. Now let her know that that's it. And see how her body's so, like almost like she wants to glue her feet to the ground. Go ahead and ask her for one more step. And then she even tried to get back out of there. And stop. Good. And what's cool is that what she's doing is she's feeling for that when she puts that hind, not the white one, the other one, the hind right foot down. She felt for that pole. So now go ahead and ask her for one more step and have your focus be on one more. We're not backing up. We're just backing up a step. Good. Yeah. And she did it much more confidently because now she's starting to believe in you. Go ahead and ask her again. Yep. Good. And she's even relaxing in there. Go ahead and ask her for another step. Good. Now we're going to release her and just politely ask her to release her and let her out. And then you're going to go to your rest spot. Yep. So you can always take her there, hind heel her, and face her through the 2 cones. Good. Good. And then relax. Good. My partner's in crime behind you. Okay. So, we're going to do that again, and then we're going to try to back her in this one. No, we're not going to do that. No. And then you can teach the other one to do it. Move on. Carry on. Carry on. So when you make your turn, first do it with your head, your shoulder, your leg. Now you want to make sure that if you choose to use your inside leg for your turns, that you always do, even in any other circumstance. So you always have to remember that you did it backwards, basically. You said, I want you to turn towards my leg, is the best way you're going to probably remember it. And then go around that cone, and then we're going to back in the other side. And you'll see next time we back in this side, she'll probably do it happily. Because she believes you now. Yep. So she's already telling you, you must not know that's there. Good. So with the same focus, the same, I need you to believe me, I need you to believe me. And then as they learn with the slower paces of I need you to believe me, you'll be able to do things that are really scary and be able to say, I need you to believe me now. Like we don't have time for this, but she'll already believe in you on other circumstances. She's like, okay, I get this. You said yes. Good. Let's ask her for one more step because I know she does know that it's there. So ask her for one more step and then we'll straighten her out. Good. Isn't he handsome? Okay. Okay, now I would do a hind yield, gentle. So she's going to take a big step because she's still convinced. Yep. Okay, because she's still convinced you know, she's still trying to help you guys. Good. Now back. Good. Good. Now she believes in you. Did you feel a difference in the way she backed up just then? Yeah. And she's licking and chewing. So you could probably right now back her all the way up to the to the angle there. And she should just go now. So that's all that was. I didn't watch you before when you said she was having a hard time or she was hesitating on you or quitting on you. That's why. Because she didn't believe you. See, because they feel, and they're right, humans are stupid. So they feel like you clearly do not know that there's something back here that's going to get us in trouble. So this is what, these kinds of things are what help you. Okay, so go ahead and trot the serpentine now. High needle her to your stop, and then back her in that one. Yeah, yep. Hind yield her to a hoe. That's okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. I noticed that you've kind of developed a calming thing for yourself. I know it seems like you're doing it for her, but I think you're really doing it for you. Nope, if anything, it sounds like a snake on her back. But I think it's working for you. I think it collects you better. Now you're going to help her with the hind yield to give her a little leg on that side. Yep. 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 Now straight back. Good. And hoe. Good girl. So this time we're going to do the other side. We're going to trot it and we're going to go to the other side of this obstacle here and see if she can back right in like she did to this one. See if she'll be able to do it. You notice, too, when you first start trotting, she puts her ears back. And then all of a sudden, when you tell her we're going to do something, her ears come forward. It's like, oh, wait, we're going to do something different? Oh, cool. Okay. This is not what I thought. Good. So if you watch, every time you tell her to do something different, her ears come forward. Good. So go around this one, and then we're going to go in the other side now. I yield her to a hoe. Right? Now, imagine what it looks like backing into there. Let her know that you believe that she's going to follow your lead now. You should even be able to steer while you're backing up. Yep, perfect. Now go ahead and back all the way to the angle. Good. Who? Good. Good girl. She's like, ooh, this is different. The next time, I have no doubt that you can choose which side you want, but I have no doubt you'll be able to do the whole angle. Just make sure that, like, you can go in quickly, okay, because she's confident that way, but make sure when you ask her for the turn that you go back to learning mode, okay? And then once you've gotten your turn, get to the next turn, go back in learning mode, so that way you can give her the time she needs to process what you're asking for, and then you should be able to back right out fast. See her a little bit. Good. Now, put her back in learning mode. Good. She needed that. Good. And that was hard. So now slowly ask for the turn. Yes. Now just gently ask her. You don't have to ask her to zip through there because it's a new piece of it. So yes, you can't see your feet, but it's funny. One foot hovered, that other foot's hovering again. So she's looking. See that other foot hovered again? She's convinced that there's something. Okay, now give her a second. And go ahead and ask her to turn now. Good. And now ask her to back all the way out. You can go out quickly. She'll go out quickly now. Oh. From a different angle. Good. She's still looking for it. That's okay. Good. 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 And let her rest. Take her over to the rest spot. And we're going to let her rest. So by giving them a rest spot, we give them something to look forward to and something to kind of work for. Sometimes it's even fun to kind of like make the rest spot like get there. So that way we can make it like, oh, let's go rest. So then that can be kind of a fun thing for them. Okay. We're going to keep using this because you're going to see that you'll be able to, as long as your steering is on point, you'll be able to back her in, turn, back her out, turn again, back her, and you'll be able to do it quite quickly and she'll say, oh yeah, I got that. But I'm going to change something else. Okay. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you, it's kind of like a traveling figure 8. At the trot, I'm going to have you take her around that cone, figure 8 around that cone, figure 8 around that cone, go all the way, figure 8 around this cone, go all the way, figure, do you understand what I'm saying? Once you get on the outside, you're going to go to the next cone down. So you're going to skip a cone, basically. She's like, well, maybe I have good reason to think Mommy doesn't know where things are. So now you're going to go around that one, you're going to go around this one too, and then you're going to come to this one. Nope. That's okay. So now go all the way. That's okay. Oh. Okay, so you're going to figure 8, and then you're going to go out and around to bring you over to this one, then you're going to figure 8 these two, then you're going to go out and around to bring you. Okay? It's okay. Yes. Plan your turn, yes. Good. Keep planning your turn. Yep. Now, you're going to go straight past that cone. Yes. Then all the way to this one. And then start another figure 8 back to the other one you just passed. Oh. Go back to that one. That's okay. You look like you had it, so that's why I didn't walk you through any more of it. There you go. And then come back, and then you're going to go out and around this one, and then come to that one, and start a figure 8 back to those two. Nope. That's okay. You want me to run it? I'll run it. I'll be the horse. Okay, so. So you're going to do this figure 8. And then you're going to turn it into like a half a circle. And do this figure 8. You got that part. You got screwed up. Then you're going to go all the way to this one. Got it? And then I'm not going to do it again. And then you're going to go all the way to that one again. Where are you going? No, I said, look where you're going. Yeah. Yeah. No. Out. Out. Oh, you need to apologize to your horse. Yeah. And then out. That one. Starting the next figure 8. Yes. You got it now. And then around to the next one. And then take her all the way up to your rest spot. Let her rest for a second. Good. That's okay. Oh, the only reason I said you need to apologize to her was because you're like, inside, no, outside, and the poor horse is like, I don't know either. He's like, I'll go wherever you want, just pick them direction. Okay, so this time we're going to do that again, but we're going to go, after we come out of, instead of coming out and around the second time, we won't go out and around and start all over again. We're going to stop here and see if we can't get her to back through there. And then after we have her back through there, you can stop her, pick up the trot, bring her around, and bring her back to her rest place. Yep, keep going, all the way out. Out! Okay, now go all the way out, out, then come back in. Yep. Go all the way out. Yep. Then bring her back up here. High needle her. And then back her through the zigzag. This makes arena work a lot more interesting for your horse. So if you get a chance to look back at the video, you'll see her ears were up the entire time you were doing that. Yep. Where every time you ask her, like, you're just going to go out on the rail, she puts her ears back, like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this. Okay. But don't get so sure that she's okay. Good. So if you can see her body, she's under herself. Like, oh, I'm scared again. So we want to make sure that when they feel like, you feel her come way up under you, like, so that's her way of saying, like, I'm not 100% sure still. So that's when you would take a break and say, it's all right, I'm here with you, we're going to do this just fine. Good. 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 Now ask her to turn. Good. Good. Ask her to turn. Good. Ask her to turn a little bit. Good. There you go. Good. Bring her all the way out, and then you're going to trot across in front of me and take her to her rest spot. So don't, like, kick her like, yaha, let's go. Just, yep. Good girl. She's like, that was different. Now, did we do the clover leaf? I know I did it with Susan. So the center is X. Okay? So you're going to go through, out and around, through, out and around, through, out and around, through, out and around, through. Don't ask me to run it. Yep. And then come back through the middle. Go around the other far one. Come back through the middle. Go around this one next to us. Go back through the middle. Go now around the one by the gate. So you're just going to keep making right turns. Okay. She read you. You weren't sure, and you sat different, and she was ready to stop for you. Yep. Good. Yep. Okay. So, let's see, I'm going to have... I don't have any low... Oh, wait, you have one low cone. So the low cone is just going to be kind of your marker to go through the center. You're doing fine. There's a different point for this cone. Once you've completed the entire cloverleaf, you're going to stop and ask her to go sideways over that cone. Okay? And be fair, because when we were doing the figure eights, you're kind of running her into the cones, so be fair with the distances that you're choosing. So you run her right over it. And now when you get back to that cone, you're going to hoe by the cone, make sure that it's centered under her belly, and then you're going to ask her to side pass over it. Now she's also, it's going to be another one of those, I don't think you know that's there moments. So she'll try to avoid it, she'll try to go in front of it, she'll try to go behind it. She's not going to believe that you know that's there. Good. So this is, you need to take your time. Good. There you go. Good job. Good job. Okay. So, I don't know where we're at with time. I did set an alarm to go off, so. I don't think my alarm's going off yet. I set my alarm for 10 after 2. So, when that goes off, because I have a lesson at 3 down the street. So. Why don't we, you feel like cantering her? Okay. Why don't we canter the clover leaf? Same thing. Stop, side pass, and take her out of the side pass and back her through the zigzag. You're right. Just she swung wide, so you have to plan your turns. You have to plan your turns fairly. It's okay. We're not getting any ribbons today. Consider this like playing ball with your dog. We're just out here playing. Yep. Plan your turn, plan your turn. That's part of what's happening is you're looking kind of ahead. So plan your turn. Good, plan your turn, yes. Allow her to go straight. There you go. So go ahead and let her have a breath for a second. So you did. You got yourself very, like you put on your game face, right? So it was a much more intense experience, I think, for her as well. So now, we're going to try to just say, I'd like to do a nice little canter. We're just going to go nice little, I don't know if you say lope, little lope around these cones. And we're just going to have a nice gait. So what happens, what's been happening, is I noticed that you were like kind of looking ahead to the next thing, but the next thing was over here. So we want to make sure that as you're coming through, you're already looking around that cone. You're already looking for this center cone. You want to just keep looking back for the center cone. Because you want to give her an idea of where we're trying to go. Because if you spend too much time being where you are, they don't live like that. Okay? So you got to help her figure out where you guys are trying to go. Yeah? Yeah, without another plan? Sure. Sure? Yeah. Good. That's what I would do too. Okay. And that's okay. That's something we can work on. And if you wanted to, we could work on that in the round pen a different day. Because what I'm going to say is there's a little bit of a body language thing that makes it hard for her. And it's more body position. Bentley's a little late for the game. Like, wait a minute. Was I supposed to run and buck? Yeah. I don't really feel like it. I got everybody's wheels going. big buck. You can refocus her if you think that she's kind of spun out and not really listening to you at all at this point. You can do the backup through there again. Anything but forward. So in forward on a circle is still forward. So anytime that you feel like your horse is struggling and you've lost focus with you, lost connection with you, the last thing you want to do is just go forward. So I would like go over that cone sideways. I would back through there. I would try to go through that sideways. Like put her front feet in there and go sideways across those poles, or in front of it, whatever. Just get her feet going where they're crossing. Good. Oh, she thought about it. Good. Good girl. Good.